For many of you that play sports, you know that in order to be successful, you have to be able to forget the times that you've done bad, or maybe you lost the game for your team, or you were injured, and move on to the times that, move on to more successful times and happy memories. Think about the happy and forget the bad. There's a quote by W.I.E. Gates that says, "Victory has 100 memories, but defeat has amnesia." I agree with this quote because if you're not able to forget the bad things that you've done, well, learn from them, but also forget them and only focus on the good things and striving to get back to the good, then you'll never be successful at the things you're trying to do. For me, I'm going to talk about sports. So when I was younger, during baseball and skateboarding, and when I'm older, when I don't play so much sports, flag football. Alright, here we go. So when I was younger, I liked to skate. When I was in 2nd, 3rd, and 4th grade, I was a huge skateboarder. I loved doing it. And once when I was younger, I was skating, and my friends and I, we had a bunch of ramps, rails, everything you think of, we built it, and it's out there and on our sidewalk. And I was going up to get up on like a board slide. I don't know if most of you people don't know, but I was trying to board slide this rail. So I'm going for it, and I go, and I'm on, and there's a ramp in front of me. And what I don't know is my friend's like joking around with his brother, launching boards off the ramp. And I get on the rail, and all of a sudden this board comes at me right off the face. I was down immediately, and I was in 2nd grade, and I wasn't sure what was going on, but my face was swollen, my eye was completely shut, and I rushed to the ER, and my friend's dad's yelling and everything, and I was like, it's okay, it's alright, I just need to go to the hospital. So I get there, and I got there, and the doctor said basically, if I got hit an inch lower, my whole face would have shattered, and I would need reconstructive surgery, but it didn't happen. That didn't happen, so I shook it off. I was lucky, and I got out there and started skating again. Like, I didn't let it defeat me. It hurt, but I moved through it. If I wasn't able to let that go, I would never have been able to skate again. I would have been so scared about something happening that I would have just let it go. The second story I wanted to talk about is not injury, but in baseball. When I was younger, I was a pitcher, well, of other sports, but I was a pitcher too mainly. And one day I was pitching, and a line drive went off my shoulder. And it was the same year. I had a tough year, and it was in 2nd grade as well. And I had to come out of the game and iced up, and I actually was scared for a while to go out there. I was throwing and dodging out of the way, but I was able to overcome that, and I became a high school pitcher. And if I would have kept thinking about that when I was younger, I would never be able to move on and be successful at what I do because I'd be so scared of what I was doing. Also with baseball, I wanted to talk about, when the times you're out there, when I was out there and I was pitching, and you don't have a good game, and they're just shelling you, they're hitting the ball, and you're like, oh, I'm defeated, I can't beat anyone. I can't strike anyone out or get anyone out. But then you go out there the next game and you strike out 7, and you're just like on top of the world. You've got to forget about the times you do bad. For me, at least, I had to forget about the times I did bad in order for me to do good again. When I'm older now, more specifically now, I don't play as many, I don't play high school sports, obviously, college sports I don't, but I play flag football, and I'm the quarterback. So anytime we do bad, it's on my shoulders, and it's just like, oh, I threw a pick today, and we lost the game. Specifically, we were playing a game in the rain. I don't know, about 3 weekends ago, it was like raining sideways and everything. We're out there playing. I don't know why the rest wanted us to play in the flag football league in the rain, but we had a chance to be the best team in the league, and currently we were the worst team. This was my 2nd game as quarterback. We lost 4. And we had a chance to win. We were only down by 3, and I got excited, and I let one fly, and we picked off, and we lost the game. But I let that go, and we came back and won the next 2. So it's just, all in all, I just want to say you got to let the bad go, forget about the bad so you can do good again. Thank you.
All right, I had to adapt this because you gave me the wrong form, and I
I'm
noticed
sorry.
that ahead of time. So I'm just doing the best I can here. I like the forceful opinion that you start with. You look like you are anxious to talk about the idea, that you have something that you want to say. You make a nice transition to the quote. Your point of view is clearly stated. There is a preview. It's kind of partial. It sounds like it's going to be chronological. I think you want to highlight it a little bit more. That'll make it easier to follow, but there was something there that was set up pretty well. The content issues were developed pretty well. The first example, I think you've got a lot of information on. You're very descriptive. You've got a lot of opportunity to share with the audience and communicate using your facial expressions and gestures, and you seem really into it. When you get to the second point, it's a similar kind of idea, although the story feels a little bit underdeveloped. You don't have quite as much involvement in it, but there was nothing that was problematic. Probably, it's basically, everything had been mostly covered in the first point, so it feels a little bit redundant. The gestures are pretty solid. I like your voice. It projects well. There's good energy there. Sometimes the animation of your body is a little bit more involved and engaged. That's probably just energy level that's going on. At the end of the speech, you do kind of come back to the topic. The exit feels a little bit rushed. There's not really much of a summary, but we do remember the point that you're trying to make, and that is ultimately what we need to do in these speeches. All right, thank you. Sugar. No, that's not what I want to do. Leslie's out there. Who's next? Allie, come get a topic, please. Send Leslie in.
Should I just pick one?
Yep. The roll sheet is out there somewhere. I do not have it, but I know I sent it around. Right?
Yeah.
You guys saw it.